Hello and welcome to Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I'd like to welcome you out to my backyard on this beautiful sunny morning. It's time to harvest some thyme to make a thyme tincture. So let's get busy. Here is my beautiful thyme, and we're going to be harvesting some of her to make tincture. I'll bring you back. I gotta have both hands. Okay, got a good amount harvested from her so I can make tincture. See y'all back at the shed of many names. Hello and welcome to the shed of many names. I have my thyme here. I have washed it. I've let it dry. It has wilted a little bit, but it's still full of moisture, y'all. Moisture. That's why I say 100 proof. Now, before I get started fixing to talk, make sure that your work area is clean and sanitized. Your jar is clean. I'm using a half a gallon as usual. You can make it in quart. You can make it in pint as long as you follow the directions. And 100 proof vodka. Now, I want to have a little talk. It's starting to become a problem with little, people who want to come on in the comments when people ask questions. Oh, you can use 80 proof, it'll be fine. Yeah, you can. You will cut your shelf life down because green plant material, moisture, the more moisture goes in that jar, you take a bigger risk of your alcohol content level going down. The lower your content level goes down, the less shelf life you will have for your tincture. Now, I have studied, I have been trained, I have gone through quite a bit to learn what I know. And for these people to just poof up out of nowhere and tell people, yes, go ahead, 80 proof's easy, get it, use it. Yeah, you can, go ahead. Because apparently that person knows a whole lot more than I do. And it's really aggravating when these people just don't have any respect and just jump in and just answer when there's a pretty good chance they haven't made a tincture in their life or been trained by anybody and have just read a book and learned. Now, with that being said, that book that you have read to be able to tell everybody, go ahead and use 80 proof. Do you know who was backing the person that wrote that book? Because there's a certain company that we all, well, not company, but let's just say conglomerate, that, backs a lot of authors. So if you want to support Big Pharma, go ahead. Go ahead. Because there's a lot of people blindly making stuff, and they're going to wish they would have listened when they open that jar and there's mold in it, or your tincture's gone rancid. Now, with that being said, let's get busy making the thyme tincture because, yeah, soapbox time's done for now. I'm not going to guide you wrong because, well, I don't want to make anything wrong myself because alcohol is expensive anymore. And they're doing their best to try to keep us from making what we need. And that's why they're letting y'all have plenty of 80 proof and the amount of 100 proof has gone down on the shelves. Think about it. Think long and hard. Why is it so easy to get 80 proof, but you can't get 100 proof? Yeah, think long and hard. And if you're not suspicious, then I'm sorry. Hold on just a minute, y'all. Sorry, had to get me something to drink. Now, since I did earlier cough in my hand, I'm going to sanitize down my hands. Because I don't want to work with the plant material until my hands are clean. But yeah, I'm starting to really get aggravated with human beings, especially those who don't listen and who don't want to learn correctly. There is reasons why things are done a certain way. And no, I don't use Everclear either, because that does more harm than heal. So, yeah. Alright, I've got my jar here. Like I said, I've got a half a gallon. You can use a quart, you can use a pint. Now, thyme is an amazing culinary plant and medicinal plant. Very medicinal. Antibacterial, antifungal, antiseptic. So many wonderful, wonderful uses. Now I'm going to cut mine down a little bit smaller because my sprigs are bigger. And I forgot my funnel, but we're going to make this thyme tincture. And this is why I say make sure that your countertop work surface is clean. And I am so thankful and blessed to have had one amazing harvest so far, and she's still growing. So hopefully I will get even more. There's still plenty more for me to harvest, but I do not want to put my plant into shock. I'm going to keep working till I have, that one looks a little rough, until I have right at a half a jar. Diddly. You want to make sure you get any grass out if you have any grass in it, dead leaves. But no, it irks me when people come out of the blue and tell people, yeah, use that, when there's a pretty good chance they could be a bot. They're just trying to act like a know-it-all, and or they've never done a tincture or anything herbal in their life. Now, another thing, many things thyme tincture is good for. Uh, it's good for, like I said, an antiseptic. It will heal thrush. It's wonderful for bronchitis. It will cause, it's an expectorant, so it will cause you to bring up phlegm from your lungs. Now, there is one warning that you need to be careful on this one. pregnant women, you do not want to ingest much thyme at all. I would not, if you're pregnant, do not take thyme tincture at all. Now, it's not anything bad to cook with as long as you don't use a whole lot, because it has been found to be a cancer fighter that goes and searches out fast. Let me try to say this correctly. Too many medical terms. Um, Fast cell splitting cancer cells. It will attack those. And that's one reason um, when the cancer is cell splitting really fast, replicating itself as fast as can, you have to be careful, especially when you're pregnant, because your fetus is doing the same thing as it's forming. So the thyme will look at it as cancer and can attack and cause you to miscarry. Other than that, if you're not pregnant, you're safe as can be. So I wouldn't worry about that one bit, but pregnant women do need to be very, very careful. Like I said, you can still cook with it, but I wouldn't use high amounts of it at all. I forget it. I'm not going to fight it. Like I said, 100 proof vodka. You can find it out there. You have to search for it. They're making it harder and harder to get for a reason. They know this is used to make what this is going to turn into. And they are doing everything possible to keep us from doing it. If I can find it, you can find it. Well, in fact, this is the last bottle of my stock. If Junior can find it, you can find it. Believe me, you can find it. Because it was Junior who got this batch for me. And this was, now he found it before he got sick, so. And let's just say he was so happy to find the 100 proof that, yep, he got every bottle they had. Which was, I think, 7 bottles. Yeah, I'm going to have to top it off. Now, I will say, depending on how big your batch is that you make, always keep, and I know it sounds weird, because a lot of times your tinctures, your green plant material will suck up the alcohol, and you can't get all the alcohol out of a lot of the tinctures. Always keep one, and it's going to be hard to do. I speak from experience. Recycle your bottles. What I want to speak from experience is keeping a top off bottle and deem it only for topping off jars of tincture. Because sometimes your level of alcohol will go down, sometimes it won't. See? 100 proof, y'all. And no, I do not add any water whatsoever to my tinctures. Why would you? When you use 100 proof, it's a balanced tincture. The alcohol is balanced. There's 50% alcohol, 50% water. Why would you want to add more water to it? You don't. I know one time somebody said I was using water. No, I don't. No, I don't. Now, we're going to put the lid on, and you're going to want to gently agitate it and make sure you get the air bubbles out. Now, since thyme has a lot of chlorophyll in it, your tincture's going to be green. Nothing's wrong with it. There's no colors added. It's going to be natural. Now, I use the old faithful Sharpie marker. If you want to, you can use a label. But with the weather we've been having, hot, cold, hot, cool, your bottle's gonna, your jar, whatever you use, is gonna sweat. So that's why I don't use the labels. I write on top of the lids because, well, most of the time I do not put anything on top of my jars except for when I start running out of room, and yeah, well, I need to get some shelving in the shed. Alright, always label it. Thyme tincture. Five 28 23. Alright, I know it's coming. No, I am not going to talk about dosage amount. You can't take this. You want to let it sit for 8 weeks. At least 8 weeks. If you can't get it to 8 weeks, take care of it at 8 weeks, a couple days afterwards. If it has to sit up 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, it's not going to go bad. It's pickled, y'all. It's in alcohol. It's in vodka. But now, you want to store it in a cool, dark area. Agitate it every day, every 2 days. Gentle agitation. Make sure that there's no air bubbles. The vodka is all in through the thyme. No, the alcohol did not go down, which is a good thing. But I'm still going to, when I agitate it, I'm still going to check it and make sure that the alcohol level stays up to the tip of the rim. The reason why you do that is to keep down oxidation. Oxygen will get trapped if you let it get too low, and any plant material that hits that oxygen layer, can mold, and it can ruin. If any mold gets in this jar on any of that plant material, your whole tincture's ruined. You've wasted all your alcohol, your plant material, and your time. So, simple, easy. You can make this. Anybody can make this. You just have to believe in yourself. Now, when the 8 weeks, and it's a good chance it's probably going to be a little after, I will do a straining video. Bring y'all back. Then we will talk about dosage amounts. Now, there will also, as always, be more information, additional information, in the description box below. So always check that out. Click the more and it will drop down so you can read it. This is an amazing healing tincture. It does so many wonderful things, and plus, it is high in, believe it or not, vitamin C, um, potassium, magnesium, copper, and there's quite a few others, and I'll have them listed in the description box below. Simple, easy, anybody can do this. You just have to believe in yourself and have the plant material, the vodka, 100 proof, and a jar, a vessel that has a good tight fitting lid, and time to make thyme tincture. You can do it. Start believing in yourself and you'll be able to do many, many things. I look forward to seeing y'all in my next video. Remember, continue to stock up your pantry with food that will sustain you, uh, medicine that will heal you, protection. Hold on a minute. Sorry, had to sneeze. My gracious, that come out of nowhere. Continue to stock up protection and the bare necessities that you will need to survive on. Stay positive. We've got this and we've got this together. We're here to help one another. Everyone, y'all take care. Stay safe and sound out there because, yeah, the crazy is getting crazier. May you each be blessed, and I will see you soon. Take care.